Hi, and welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be looking at VPS and why you need VPS and what specification you should be looking for in trying to get a VPS. A VPS is very necessary if you want to automate your trading or you want to copy trading from Forex flows. So if you want to copy the trading that they take on their platform, you need to have your device or your account live 24 hours of the day when the market is open. So in case or when your sender takes a trade or close a trade, your account automatically reflects that trade. And this is why you need VPS because you cannot rely on your own connectivity to do this all the time. So that is what a VPS does for you in a nutshell. Just as it's written here, you can see what a VPS does. Gives you uninterrupted connection to the market, providing you internet and bandwidth at the same time. Then in choosing a VPS, you have a flexible option. You have good option to choose from. You want to make sure that the VPS has at least one CPU, have at least 1 gig RAM, 25 gig in hard drive, and does not exceed 20 milliseconds in latency. So once you have a VPS that meets those requirements, you should be good to go. And you have a lot of awesome options to choose from, but here are just a few of them. Yeah, just a few of them. So you have Win VPS, Chip VPS, FXVM, One VPS, Forex VPS.net. There are a lot and lot. I just had to list a couple here. But you want to ensure that the sites that when you go to the site, you want to ensure that it uses a secure connection. That that is that. Now let's just do something like let's look at what it looks like. So let's go to. Okay, right here I have FXVM, where you there. Like I said, there are several options. So you have cheapvps.co.uk, and you can select from any of these options. So what you want to do is once you select one that maybe is up meets your budget, but is up to specification. Once you get that, you would receive once you've paid for it and it has been approved, you receive an email that gives you your VPS IP address, your VPS password, and your VPS username. You want to have that is a very important information because you need that to log on to your VPS. Now, you receive a mail from your VPS provider, and that mail should have the IP address, the username, and the password. So you want those information. So what you do is you copy the username from the email. Sorry, you copy the IP address. So once you copy the IP address, you want to go to your desktop and type in remote desktop. So you want to do remote desktop connection as this. So you want to have remote desktop connection. So you want to click on remote desktop connection and then paste in the IP address. Because you'll be logging in for the first time, you need to do show option and then infuse type in your username, the username to that IP that was given to that you got from the mail. You need to type it in here and then click on connect. Once that is done, because I've already connected to the VPS previously, it did not ask me for my password. However, if you're connecting for the first time, you need to copy and paste the password that you receive. You need to copy and paste the password that you receive from your VPS provider. And then once you do that, you have a new window load up, just like the one you are seeing in my phone. But unlike this one, you would not have anything, any trade, any of this on it. You don't have any of this on it. You just have a blank more like fresh windows. So what you do is if it comes up with an update that you need to update, you just click on it and get the updates. And then once you're done with that, you go to the next step. So now you understand what a VPS is. You've also understood how to get a VPS and how to log into your VPS via your remote desktop. So the next thing will be to set up your VPS to enable you to copy trades. In order to do that, what you need to do is you'd want to get your the MT4 platform for Gemini Cap. So you want to get the MT4 platform on your device, on not on your physical device, but on your VPS. I already have here. I'm going to walk you through the process of getting it. So once you want to go to the website, and then you want to download the platform. Now you're going to need to download at least two instances. You're going to need to install at least two instances of the MT4 platform on your VPS. And this is because you're going to need a sender and a receiver instance of the same version, at least two. You can have multiple. So once you've downloaded this, I already have this downloaded here. So once you've downloaded this, what you want to do is install it. So you click on it, and I'll show you how you can install multiple versions of the same broker's MT4 platform. So once you click on it, double click on it to open up or to start the installation. You want to click on run, but instead of clicking next in the next page, all you want to do is click on settings. So if you click on setting, you want to select a place to browse installation folder that you want. So what you just want to do here is keep changing the name of the installation file. So you can, if you want to install another instance of the same Gemini Cap Market MT4 app, so you just change the last installation folder name, the final one, to whatever, and then it will keep installing newer versions of the same app. So in this case, let me just say, let me say GC Markets. Okay, so let's say GC Markets, and let us do next. Remember, we're doing all of this on our VPS, and so you wait for it to install. And once that is done, we would have our platform up. Okay, so it's done. You click on finish. And so you need to mind that sometimes the VPS might lag a little bit because you know you're controlling a virtual system via your own, so it might feel like it's lagging a little bit. Now, while that is setting up, while it's setting up our new MT4 Gemini Cap platform, another thing you'd need in order to be able to enable you to copy is you need to go to FX Blue and download Trade Copier. So you want to go to FX on. Remember, you're doing all of this on your VPS. So you go to the browser, your Chrome browser, whatever browser on your VPS, and click on fxblue.com. Once you're here, you want to go to App section. Under App section, you want to go to Trade Copy, and then you want to click on you want to download. So you go to Apps. Under Apps, you go to you go to Traders Tool. So you click on Traders Tool. Yeah, and then you click on Trade Copying. The VPS may lag sometimes, and then you want to click on FX Blue Personal Trade Copier for MT4. This is the one you want, so you click on it to download it. But it is free; it is absolutely free. But in order to get it, you would need to have an account with FX Blue. So in order to download it, you need to have an account. So if you don't have an account, you just create a free account. It is free. And then once you've done that, you would have your downloaded file. Now, I'm not going to go through that again because I already have it downloaded here. But once you do that, create an account, you want to go to the download folder, which in this case is here. This is it. So FX Blue Personal Trade Copier for MT4. So what you just want to do is a very simple installation. So you want to click on it, so double clicking it to open it up. And then on application, also double click it too. But remember, you're going to need to, we've just installed one instance of the app. Forget that we have two already. So we just installed one instance of the Gemini Capital Market app. We want to set it up. And then you're going to install another instance of the same Gemini Capital Market app. And here's how you do it. If you go to the same, okay, let's close this for now. Let's close this for now. So you just go to that same download folder where you downloaded the first one from, and just click on the same Gemini Capital app and run it again. And as we said before, change the directory, the name, so that it becomes. So you go to settings, and then you change the directory name again. So in this case, let's call it Gemini Markets, and then click on next and allow it to do its thing and install. And when it's done, it would finish it up. And then we should have another instance. So you can keep installing multiple instances in case you want to copy the trade into several places. So this is done. So we'll click on finish. That is done. So you want to log into, so this is it's opened up here. So now what you want to do is log into an account. Now in the for now, just let's use a demo. So you click on next and let's do a new demo account and you put in your information. Well, in this case, one of the accounts is going to be the sender. One of the platforms is going to be for the sender, while the other one is going to be for the receiver. So for the sender, we are going to give you the investor passwords that you would impute there. So in this case, you're not going in that one, you're not going to have to put in a demo account. Rather, you're going to click log into an existing account. And so once you log into that existing account, you put in the investor password that we give you on one of them, and then you put in your on the other instance. What you put in there would be your own login details to your MTP platform. So now we've done this here. You click on finish. We're going to need the second instance of this, okay, which is here, and that is it here. So if we open this up now,
Incoming
you'll
mail.
have the second MT4 app, the second instance of the MT4 app open. Okay. Okay, so you want to now log into your own account, click on next. You can always, even if you use a demo while setting it up, you can always log into your account later on. So you click on next, and this is done. You click on finish. Now, what you want to do now is go to where you downloaded the trade copier from FX Blue. So which is this? So you click on FX Blue Personal Trade. So you go to where you downloaded it and you click on FX Blue
Incoming
Personal Trade
mail.
Copier MT4 setup. So what you just do is you double click it, open it up, run it, and once that is done, you'd see a dialog box that would allow you select the MT4 the MT4 platforms that you want to install this on. I think it should be in the background. Yes. Okay, now, so you see all the MT4s you have on your device. So what you want to do is select the ones that in this tool I have here. I already have those set up. So what we're going to do is install it on the ones that we don't have. Is remember the two current ones we just installed, which is GC Markets and Gemini, yeah, Gemini Markets. So you just click on it and then click on install. Straightforward. So once you do, you'll see this dialog box that says it's successfully been installed and blah blah blah. So you click OK. So what before you be able to use it, you either close it and start it again, or you can just come under expert options and right click and then refresh. You right click it and then you click on refresh, and then you can now see if I'm able to adjust this. Okay, that's okay. So you can now see that you now have FX Blue trade copy receiver and trade copy sender. You have FX Blue trade copy receiver and trade copy sender. So what we're going to do, let's take note of the one we're working on. So let's take this one first and do the same thing. So under expert option, expert advisor, right click and refresh so that we can see our trade copier. So you can see them there, trade copy receiver, trade copy sender. So let me move this out to have more room to work with. And what we're going to do is first install or set up the trade copy for the sender. This is where the investor password will give to you based on the investor or the trade the expert trader that you choose to copy his trade. So this is where you set up his own. So what you want to do is right click, open it, just double click on it, and it comes up with this dialog box. First of all, you need to enable DLL. So you come to common and click on allow DLL import. You need to do this, and you also need to allow live trading. So once you do this, you another thing to pay attention to is the channel. So the channel here is straight copy. So the channel here is straight copy. So let's you can you take note of this and then you click on OK. So once you click on OK, you want to let's expand this. And once you see this message, it means that this one is good to go. So what you want to do now is go and set up for the receiver. So remember, this is in this account, the account here, this is where you put in the investor password that will give you. So log into an e-trade account, the one we give to you, this is where you put it. And so on the next one, that is where you set up your own account. So let's set this up for receiving. So you come under Trade Copy Receiver, you double click it, it opens up in a dialog box. Okay, and then you go to Common and you need to allow DLL import and also allow live trading. Make sure you allow DLL import and you allow live trading. And then you want to come to input. This is also where you will set up parameters that are necessary. And then you need to make sure that this channel is the same as the receiver. The channel here you need to make sure it is the same as as the sender, so that you can communicate and copy the trades from your signal provider. Now, another thing you might want to do is adjust the lot size and based on your risk factor. So you can go to, if you go down and come to use risk factor, okay. So if you scroll down, yes, here, and come and you say, why is this thing running? So you have, okay, let me do this. Exactly. So here, under use risk factor, so this is where you adjust your risk factor. So what you might want to do is, adjust this to 0, and then adjust your multiplier, your lot size multiplier to 2 or whatever, or maybe reduce it to 0.5. So what that means is if whatever whatever signal or whatever lot size your sender is using, you're going to be taking half of it, 0.5 of it. And then if you use 2 or 5, it means whatever they are using, you're using 5 times or 2 times of it. You can also set lot multiplier to 2, like I said, and then once you do that, you can also use a fixed lot size. So what that means is irrespective of what you are receiving from your copier, you would use a fixed lot size on your account. That is probably what you might want to do. Or if you have more risk appetite, multiply the risk and all of that. So once you're done with that, let me see. In this case, we're using multiply of 2, and then we use our risk factor to 0, and then you click on OK to get this set up, and then you should have this pop up, and you click on OK. Okay. So once you have this come up like this, don't mind the lag time here. So once you have this set up like this, then you are good to go. You need to enable auto trading. Okay, this thing. So you need to enable startup auto trading. so that you can now copy the trade. So once you put your investor password and you do this setup, you would have this good to go. And this is showing none here because on one of these on one of these is using the same channel as that one. So this is easily how you set it up. If you have any questions, we're always here to help you and to put you through. And this is what it should look like for the sender, and this is what it should look like for the receiver as well. And so once you've done this, you're good to go. Whatever signal, whatever trade is being placed, your account automatically copies the trade. Your account automatically duplicates the trade on your platform based on the parameters you set, and you're good to go. So that will be all on how to copy your trade, on set up your VPS, and then we'll see you in the next video.